Oh, I thought I'd make a quick vlog. Right now, I am thinking about Diego, and I miss him. He was the sweetest little dog. I miss him. I mean, I took him to the vet all the time. I took him for walks. He always spent the night. He lived here for about a year, and he was just such a sweet dog. I saw him all the time when he was at my sister's house. And, I never really had a chance to just sit down and be sad about it. And I think tonight's the night where I'm just kind of sad about Diego. I'm kind of sad. He was such a good dog. He was such a good dog. So, Diego, play in heaven. Play in heaven, Diego. Okay, say hi to my dad and Fiona and all the rest of the dogs and Delilah and Hunter and Petey and Fergie and Gonzo and Bonnie and Colette and Frenchie. I think I have them all. I thought Petey too. Yeah, Petey, I mentioned him. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. Anyway, this year is really flying by. It feels just like the other day that it was my birthday and I turned 53, and when I turned 53, I can't remember if I felt it or I didn't feel it. It was one of those years where it's just like, meh, 53. Okay. Well, this year I'm turning 54. And I'm feeling it a little bit because next year which I'm excited about. I'm not saying I'm not excited, but next year at 55, I qualify for the Ohio Buckeye card. And I can get senior discounts on a lot of things. Here in Ohio. So, and I mentioned that to someone, and that someone kind of argued with me and said that, people can say anything is senior, but you have to be 65 really to be considered a senior. So I don't know. But at least I'll get my Buckeye card. I'm already getting letters from AARP. So, I don't know. I don't know. Not that it's bad, because they really do offer a lot of benefits that are helpful. So, I've read the letters. So, yeah. I haven't joined. I think you're supposed to join, but I haven't. I haven't. So, I will see later on when I get another letter or a few more. I'll think about it. Anyway, so I've been watching fashion shows, and it's like fascinating. I'm discovering new designers, and I I really didn't want to, because I was, I don't want to know a ton of like upscale designers when I can barely afford the ones I'd like right now. I can't afford, well, I can barely afford my favorite designers right now. Like maybe one piece when it's on clearance, and then 70% off clearance. You know how I do that. 70% off clearance, and it's already marked on the clearance. Okay. So maybe I can afford it then, but I don't know. So anyway, but I've been watching fashion shows, and I really have to say that I love the couture. I don't think it was haute couture. I don't know how you pronounce that. Haute couture? I don't know. Haute couture. I'll just say it like that, like my normal way. Haute couture. I don't think it was. It might have been, but I think it was couture. And I saw Eli Saab's show. And one of the outfits had a snake necklace that came around the neck and then kind of curved down around the body and went to the side. And I thought, oh, that is awesome. That's awesome. So I loved it. And I even looked it up later to get a better look at the outfit and with the necklace on. And I thought, that is really nice. So, I liked that. I liked so many of the dresses. I guess he designs for gowns. There were mainly gowns and dresses. And when I was watching it, because I didn't know anything about Eli Saab, I thought, well, these look like bridesmaid dresses, but like really nice bridesmaid dresses, like or dresses that you would wear to formal occasions, not just bridesmaid dresses, but other ones were formal occasions and just beautiful, beautiful dress after beautiful dress, and the men were wearing like not cloaks, but they looked more like robes than jackets. So they had on that, but it was all very nice. And they also had, well, what else did they have? And they had so many that I just thought, wow, that's very nice. And he does design for weddings. I don't know if that's his claim to fame, but he does design for weddings. And I was looking up online some of his dresses, and they weren't necessarily like wedding attire, or, well, they may have been for guests, but they were just dresses and things like that, and they were like in the thousands. I said, oh goodness, there's no way, not even on clearance and 70% off. I can't afford that. So but it was very nice stuff. Very, very nice stuff. And I also watched part of Burberry. I don't think it was Haute Couture. I think it was just Burberry Fall and Winter 2022. One of them. I'm not going to say whether they're Haute Couture, or just regular fashion shows because I don't remember. I'll just say I saw the fall 2022, fall and winter 2022, Burberry. Who was that? I think it was Dior. I think Dior too, and a few other ones. I don't remember everyone. I know the first one I saw was, Ralph Lauren. All hail Ralph Lauren, please. All hail Ralph Lauren. I love him. I really do. All hail Ralph Lauren, please, because he's awesome. And I loved his show. I can't afford Ralph Lauren right now, but, I can always look, and it's very nice. It's all very nice stuff. He is, like, my favorite right now, So, and I saw, who else did I see? I think that's about it. I've seen bits and pieces of other ones. There was one, who was that? It was a very beautiful fashion show. It was so beautiful. I don't remember who it was. I'll have to see who it was again, and so you can see it. But I really do. I didn't mean that to be joking or anything like that. I really do respect and appreciate Ralph Lauren. That's why I did that. Not to be funny, not to make a joke. And my men will probably cut that out. Okay, so hopefully. So, yeah, because people misinterpret things. And I don't want people to misinterpret that because I really love Ralph Lauren. His clothing is awesome. Okay, so anyway, his fashion, too. His fashion is awesome. Anyway, so I watched a bunch of the fashion shows, and I love fashion. I love fashion. Little me that doesn't have a penny to her name right now because she couldn't work this weekend. And I'm not going to have a penny to my name for a while. So, but I love fashion. I really do. I really do. And when I see beautiful fashion, like I said, I always look it up and I was seeing, what else, and I don't know. I don't know. I try, and it goes back to I'm going back to my Catholic school lessons where, one of the main things that Sister Janet Marie taught all of us in 8th grade was not to be vain. Not to be vain. Not to be vain. And I'm not saying in a mean way. I'm just saying don't be vain. And she gave tons of examples of vanity and how vanity hurts you and all of that. And I would imagine that, if you were totally obsessed with looks as you aged, it would really hurt you. And but I don't think I'll ever get over fashion in my own way. And as I age, hopefully my fashion will be appropriate to my age, So, but I do love fashion, and that is me. Fashion. Okay, part of me. That's only part of me. I love fashion. I don't always dress well because I don't always have the money, and I don't always have the money to go to the laundromat and wash all my clothes. So right now, just like right now, I'm on the last of the clean clothes. I'm on the very end tail of the clean clothes. So I have to find a way to do laundry. And, but speaking of finding a way to do laundry, I just remembered my sister is picking me up tomorrow morning, so I can go to her house and do a few loads of laundry. So, not everything I have tons of laundry, but, a few loads of laundry. Anyway, so, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever get over fashion. It's always been in me, even since I was a child, Please dress me this way, and please, I want to wear this, and, judging Santa Clauses by their boots and stuff. If they didn't have nice boots, I did not want to sit on their laps and take a picture. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, I can't help it. I was a child. I was very, very young at the time, but that's always been me, So I don't know. But I try really hard not to notice shoes anymore because, I don't want people to get offended and all that, I don't care what people wear. I'm older now, I'm more mature. So that's it. Anyway, moving right along, I wrote a couple posts on Blogster, a few posts on Blogster about the Jesus sketch that I put online and about my next sketch, which, if I can find it, will go online. And the one that's coming up, if I can find it, would be the one that I think it's pastels. I'm not sure. I don't remember what the what it was called, but anyways, it is or were they water pastels? Maybe, I'm not sure, because I know we had to get once you, well, anyway, so it's a cross with red dots all over the drawing, and that symbolizes Christ's sacrifice. So, But that is the one that if I can find will go up next. And this time I'm not going to be, and this time I'm not going to take it down. So I won't take it down. I'll see. We'll see. And, so, I've had a lot more alone time now, and it is wonderful. My mother's taken care of. I take care of her 2 nights a week, maybe 3 sometimes, and during the day for 2 or 3 nights a week, 2 or 3 days a week, and it's been a big blessing to have time off, because she feels, at least what I get from her, is that she feels a lot calmer now. She's more happy and a lot less stressed out. And the same goes for me, because I am someone who likes to be alone. And for years, I've had my mother who doesn't like to be alone for a minute and was always in the same room with me, always glued to me. So, and it just started getting to me. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I mean, why I couldn't make a move, and her personality started getting a little bit, shaky. Like she became a little unstable, and so now she's much more stable now, and she's a lot happier. So it's a lot easier to deal with now. It's a lot easier to deal with. But yeah, I really do love the time alone. I really do. And speaking of alone, tomorrow night I won't be alone because I'm getting my sister's dog, Frida, and someone else's puppy again. So, the puppy shall be unnamed. You should, I can't tell you the name, can tell you the owner, and I can't give you shots of the puppy, or can't show you the puppy. So, but I can tell you little stories about the puppy. And all I can say is that he is adorable, very adorable. He is so cute, so very cute. All right. Anyway, and then back to switching subjects. I would just like to address the schools one more time. The plan I came up with for the schools, to me, was the most loving plan I could come up with, because, to care for every student, to care that every student is successful, and not just by the bell curve, but that every student is successful. To care about how they spend their days and not being miserable, having to go to a certain class because of whatever reason they might be miserable in that class, enjoying the subjects. I'm not saying that it'll be perfect, because, I'm sure some students may not like every single subject, but at least they'll be, taught differently, and maybe more interestingly, so that students can appreciate them a little more, like, and then with the exploratory classrooms and just time to relax in the school and enjoy all the different rooms with all the different learning everywhere. And the language, well, I'm not saying my language is going to be used as a universal language, because I don't think that's true. It might happen, and no, it won't happen. It won't happen. That's just my language. I'm creating it, and when I'm done creating it, it'll be published, and we'll see if anyone picks it up for any specific reason. I'm just creating the language. But the symbol, I believe, will be used for the schools in some form or another. I just, but I believe very strongly that the plans for the schools, if implemented correctly, and there will be, would definitely change everything. Talk about a game changer. That's a game changer for humanity. That's shaping the entire rest of the future. Not the entire rest of it, but the immediate future, because students will be able to think for themselves and have a different way of learning and thinking, that they can go on and, develop the schools even further